How you doing today, people? We live. We ain't been on the mic in a while. We missed out last week. I had guests come by. They're kind of irritating. I love them though, but that's family. But they fuck up my recording session. But it's okay.
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do. But I'm out. I'm country black. I got Alabama white next to me. We're about to wild out today. We got a few things to talk about. And Alabama white brought up about the riots, the day of no kings. So
coming up this Saturday.
Coming up. So I'm gonna let him talk about it. I'm just gonna kind of elaborate on it, and we're gonna see what's going on, see what's happening. But let me say this before we get started: people need to wake up and look around you, and look hard, and see what's going on in America, because things is escalating. It's get out of control. Because I'm gonna end up getting out of control. But since that's been said, we're gonna let you take it away, John. King, country, Alabama, Snake Man, bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
There
we go.
Big gun. Show me big gun.
I got my guns right there.
There you go, big gun.
There we go. Anyhow,
Texas.
All right. Everybody sees the riots been going on. I personally believe that this is planned. It's not organic. People just aren't coming out of the woodwork anywhere. Trump's got good approval ratings from the Mexican community as well. He ran on this, and now they're trying to get the people that are here illegally that have committed crimes out. And so this gives the Democratic Party a good reason. So they're right to protest against Trump. But like in all these riots, they turn violent. And while the government sits back and does nothing and lets millions of dollars get burned up and people's lives get thrown in jeopardy.
That is crazy.
All across the country, big time in LA. One thing that they're doing supposedly this weekend on the 14th, and there's a website to it, the Day of No Kings. And this is supposedly an organized, well, we went to the website and there's stuff on YouTube as well. They are organizing protest, possible riots. They're wanting people to turn up all across America. Pull up the Day of No Kings. There's maps. There's people everywhere other than maybe I-35 straight up or whatever in Oklahoma and Kansas and whatever. There's all across America. They are having planned protest events. And I think what they're trying to do, one theory that I've heard is they're wanting to start protests, get things out of control, make it to where Trump declares martial law, and they try to say, oh, he's acting like a king, and then try to use all the power of the government to overthrow. Because all this is about power from the Democratic side. All they want is power, because they want to control. When they get in control, what do they do? It's just power. When they get in power, they want to control. That's reverse what I just said. When control what you eat, control what you spend. They want to put everybody on digital currency. It's all about power. Right now, they don't have power. They want to get the power back, and they're going to the force of riots. That's what they're doing. Who stands against getting illegal people in a country, any country, Russia, United States, Venezuela? You come there illegally and you commit a crime. That's supposedly what ICE is doing. Who's going to stand against that? Who's going to stand against that?
ICE.
ICE, that's their job is to get them.
It is their job.
So, but the Democratic Party, Gavin Newsom should be arrested. He's not against any of this violence. He's for it. Maxine Waters, all the Democratic Party.
A lot of them spoke out about it, that they want this to start and cause chaos and mayhem.
It's chaos and mayhem. Why? What? If you're an elected official, your number one priority to the citizens and to your party is protection of your citizens, protection of the party you work with. I don't understand why they are why would you encourage this? The Republican Party is not encouraging it. They're telling people to stop.
Yeah.
Democratic Party. So that on the 14th, people be aware. This also gets back into prepping. Make sure you have some food and supplies and ammo with you. Hope you have some ammo.
Yeah, and they are. And it has been. I've heard it over TikTok and Facebook. The bare minimum, at least up to 72 hours, up to 3 to 4 days of food. Be sustainable for you. At least water. If you don't have anything, you need to start. And it's good just to have anyway.
You never know
what may happen. It's just safety first. That's how we look at it. And I've been doing it for quite a long time. I feel a little bit comfortable. But even with me, shit can go real bad at any time. But I will drop the lid on your ass.
It's called the Day of No Kings. They have a website on it, and there's a lady on. You can also YouTube, but there's a lady. They're paying They're saying they're looking for the biggest, baddest thugs. That's what they're saying on their website or on this one lady on YouTube. They're going to try to cause chaos. They want to send this country into chaos, come in, overtake as a Democratic Party, and then they just want to control everything, people. They want to control it. They don't want us to be free. They want to tell you look what happened in the Biden administration. Open up the borders, let all these people in, try to force EVs down our throat, try to force this, that, the other, the shot for COVID, whatever else. Look what they did in Canada. You gave money to this organization, those truckers, we're going to shut down your bank accounts. That's not the Republican Party or free people. That's the Democratic Party, even up there, across the border, and here. That's the kind of stuff they want to do. And we're for freedom.
Freedom. Free the people.
Free the people.
Free the mind, ask for follow.
And you don't need to have illegals committing crime. If you're an illegal person in this country, illegal immigrant, no matter where if you're from Russia, Venezuela, again, and you're committing crime, you need to go.
Yeah, you're committing crime on the United States soil.
Yep.
And that is a felony.
Yeah, and then you stand there. These people, they got them. They're standing there on top of a burning car or a car that's all beat up, with holding a Mexican flag.
It's crazy, man. It's just.
And what are we doing? Nothing.
Going down to L.A., I seen some of the video from that. The cars are destroyed.
Ridiculous.
The California Highway Patrol destroyed. I mean, they can't fix them cars no more. I mean, they live throwing.
Yeah.
They got out and abandoned them. I mean, I never seen nothing get stoned in my entire life like that.
There's electric cars, Wayu or YU, whatever, set them on fire.
They set them on fire.
That company now taking their cars and moved them out of LA.
Yeah.
Why would you want to set an electric car on fire?
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
That's a ticking time bomb.
What are you doing? Who are you helping? What do you want to burn society down? And at the same time, too, I think these people ought to be. If I saw these people throwing rocks and stuff and boulders off a overpass at the California Highway Patrol.
Yeah.
In my opinion, those officers ought to get out and return live ammo fire because you're threatening their lives. That's my opinion. I think you should return live lead at their ass. I don't care who it is, white, black, red, short, blue, don't matter.
Right. Doesn't matter. Yeah. I'll tell you right now, I seen the size. Yeah, I seen the size of those stones. That'll kill you.
They have video of people dropping off cinder blocks.
I can believe that because I seen the way they was lobbing these big old stones. Yeah. That's the same stones that we put on around you got around your on your properties over
rip rap. Yeah. If they hit you in the head, that can come through a windshield. Through a windshield.
They had the windshield peppered up with. I mean, big, large. I mean, it's
why
crazy.
I come to your house? If you're such a big bad man, and they're masked up, by the way, they're masked up because they're cowards. Why don't I come to your house, your apartment, and let me throw a rock and hit you in the head or your chest or your stomach or something like that? Why don't I do that to you? Of course, that's not the life I live, but that's the life that you live. I think you need to be taken out, and I think if they do this stuff nationwide. And I'm talking about from Miami to Maine to Seattle to Tucson.
Yes, that's big.
I wish they come out the sub. I would love to see somebody come to the bunker here or at your house in the suburbs there in the Atlanta area. Pop some caps and some ass, baby.
You hear a whole lot of primer be popping. I got some lead to drop on your ass. And I tell you right now, just get out of control.
Pick up the brass, guys. Pick up the brass.
I said, I fuck around, slip and fall because I got so much brass under my fucking feet. But I tell you right now, if this get out of control and where it's all over the world, and first thing Trump declare martial law, that he is the last president. We will see.
Quite possibly. Well, I honestly think the Democratic Party, and it started under Obama. He said they had that movie. He was one of the founders of it. Okay. Yep. He said, if you give me like 30 million people, we can change this country.
Yeah, that's what he said. You're right. No more 6 months, maybe it's 6 months, 8 years, maybe 6 to 8 months ago. He had a thing at that at the Democratic. I can't think of the name of that
Democratic National Convention.
Yeah, and he spoke in there, and I heard the speech, and he's talking about trouble. He said, people, if they don't want to listen, if they don't want to come together and help us be as one, we might have to do something different.
Yeah,
we might have to turn the other cheek. I mean, we have to do something totally different what we're not normally doing. I was like, he's talking crazy, but he actually pretty much he was talking about that we need to overthrow the Republican Party.
Yeah,
and he's dead damn serious.
And what are they going to give us? They're going to get that, guys. They're for communism. They're not for freedom. What does Trump say? We were born free. We will remain free. They don't. They're the ones trying to ease the restriction on the CAFE standards, which is the CAFE standards are the standards in which the automotive system goes by. Pretty much gives you your miles per gallon. They're trying to decrease them to make things easier, so you can get away from this turbocharged 4-cylinder crap.
Yeah.
You know, just go back to a basic V6 for a regular car. You know,
which is much better.
Much better, longer lasting, more durable, and so many other things. But regardless, if you look at the way the Democratic Party likes to govern, they're all about control. I didn't believe that. I remember hearing this 20 years ago. I'm like, no, that's not true. No, that is true.
It is true. I've been knowing it for quite a long time now.
Look under COVID.
I experienced it when I was living in Memphis, Tennessee, and I was young then. I used to listen to my neighbor and my mom and their friends. They was talking about it, and I was young. They was talking about the Democrats, how vicious. And some of them was Democrats. But now, since the time I was young and up to now, they've gotten way.
They've gotten crazy.
They got way
they're more
worse.
like Marxists, more like communists. They're the ones that want to control everything. Like
that's why
look
Biden,
what they did under COVID.
Yeah, look what they did.
Look what they did versus how they made us live.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What you're about to say?
It's the same thing. You're right. It's Democratic. It's even during COVID, the hard times, even during Biden's whole 4 years, it was nothing but just trouble. Chaos, people suffering. He didn't care about you. He didn't care about nothing. He just did. They passed bills to screw your lives up, raise taxes. It was a shit show.
Look at fuel then versus now. Yeah. Look at food then, which it all starts with petroleum. Then look at Afghanistan and how. We ought to go into that for a second. We're 11:53 into this. Yeah, we're trying to make everything 13 minutes and down. Guys, y'all better prepare to be on the safe side. My wife's traveling out of town. I said, you better just be, well, she is prepared, but still, put a bottle of water, put some daggone peanuts or some crackers in your car, long sleeve shirt, short sleeve shirt. Make sure your ammo's dry. Load up your 38 or your 9. Carry 50 rounds of spare ammo. Make sure your cell phone's charged up.
You can't make it 100 rounds. Carry as much ammo you think you can carry. Because you never know what you're probably going to get into.
You break down,
but we're going to come back. We're going to come back and we're going to finish this conversation up. I'm Country Black.
Alabama White.
And we're out. We'll see you later.
Out.
Peace.